Alrighty, I think we're good to go here. Anyway, welcome to the Whitney Forum and welcome to another season. Can you believe it? Flin Flon Bomber hockey. I guess it's Flow TV, not Hockey TV, right?
That's right, Flow.
So we'll get that straight. I don't know if he's having his turned on yet. He's doing something over there. Anyway, great to be back at the Whitney Forum. Flow TV, the Bombers getting set for the Ronge Ice Wolves. And I like this. This is a nice touch to me. The Wolves wearing a nice jersey here for the preseason. It's the third jersey. They did wear this a couple times last year. Now that's sharp, and they got numbers on the sides too, which is a big bonus with me.
Yeah, for us tonight, it's always tough to Mike Slip here, by the way. It's tough to.
Everybody knew that.
It's tough to call these games because the names aren't on the back of the jersey, but we've got the famous Rob Hart, who I know will do a great job.
Second meeting of the preseason. The Bombers won the All-Rookie Affair in L.A. on Monday, 8-5. Lorenzo has since rebounded with a nice 5-1 victory against Battleford a couple nights back. And, of course, Flin Flon's first home preseason game here tonight as we break for one of the best songs in the world. All right, that's the anthem here tonight, and we are getting ready for preseason hockey action here from the one and only Whitney Forum. We were chatting Mike before he went to air here tonight. Of course, was the Bombers coming off an incredible season. A lot of things happened, with the exception, I guess, of finally winning that elusive championship, but had tied a franchise record for wins in a season with 44. Second time in their history they had over 90 points. Came up a little bit short, but it was still a great year. A lot of fantastic memories. And a lot of spots to fill as they try to, like Mike Reagan's put it, retool, not rebuild. Words coming from him.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of names missing. We got a pretty, as veteran a lineup as I think he can throw out there tonight. But, guys like Harmon Laserhume, Justin Lees, there's a lot of big names.
Alexi Silvestri.
Jacob Bockler. A lot of names missing, so we got to see that Mike Reagan's magic is still there.
Well, we'll find out. The Bombers inside their own zone. Connor Ryan, who I thought had a tremendous camp, gets it up to center. There's a big hit right there as the Ice Wolves, Reinhardt loses his bucket. He's got to get off the ice. Flin Flon will flip the puck back to center. That's picked up here and fired inside the zone that time by Parsons. Parsons is a walk-on 20-year-old, played in the OJHL last year. Here's a chance for the Wolves. They'll move it to center ice. Picked up that time and moved down the ice by Cameron. Of course, he's a veteran from last season. Cameron can't pick it up back of the goal. Piccinino from Flin Flon has it. He should be a real fun player to watch. There's a stretch pass for Carter Anderson. What a camp he had. Dropped it back. Ryan jumping in the play. He'll hang on, throws it out front. There's a chance. Anderson's shot got blocked. And that went off the defenseman's leg. That's Ryan Silzer. Pretty much their only returning defenseman from last season. He's a good one.
Yeah.
And what's funny, Flin Flon finished 54 points ahead of Lorange last year. But I like Lorange's makeup coming into this season. They're not going to have their top two forwards, Buchart and as well as the other big forward for them not playing here tonight. And I think those are two guys that should be in the top 10 in league scoring. Buchart and Cassette was the name that I was missing.
That's right.
Anyway, two amazing players. I mean, Buchart last year, 62 points in 56 games. Not bad for a team that only had 37 points. And Cassette battled some injuries last year. Should be two guys in the top 10 in scoring if they can surround those guys with some decent players. It looks like they have. I think Lorange is going to be a much improved team this year, Mike Slip. watched Kevin Kaminsky's interview on the SJHL website, and he was quick to point out some of the areas they had to get better in, and I think they're going to be a lot better club this year. And tough to play against once again. Here's Silzer's shot right on. Should mention the starting netminders tonight. The Bombers are going with Massimo Urbani, who just made that save.
Sorry, Hardy, it's Kenny in there right now.
It is?
Yeah,
they got
hard
this
to tell.
reversed on the sheet.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's Kenny.
Okay, so Marquardt will get the call. We'll see Urbani later on. And we know for sure Laurence because I can see
the number
on the guy's side of his sleeve, and they're going to start tonight.
Max Foal.
Number 31, and of course,
foul.
Ice Wolves' brand new goaltending this year is Chirico has graduated and moved on, and boy, had some big moments against the Bombers last year. Bombers move the puck to center ice. There's a big body check that time as Matthews steps up on his guy, forces the Bombers back inside their own zone. Puck is back of the net, bouncing around. Flin Flon will try to play it ahead. Picked up that time by the D-man Yakimchuk, a returner from the blue line. Moves it ahead to Olofsson at center. Olofsson will carry the puck across the line. Olofsson will push it in deep, back of the net. Sends it back there. That stint in the local product, back to the blue line. Flin Flon couldn't hold it. Rolled away that time from Yakimchuk. Puck bounces back in. Olofsson trying to get a stick on it. Knocked away by Mainz. Mainz will play that one ahead. There's a pass up the far side, grabbed here by Roberts. Sage Roberts will throw it in and go off for a change, and Bombers in their own zone. Here's Yakimchuk. Yakimchuk to his own blue line. Flipped it ahead. Goes off the mitt that time of Max Collier. Collier, one of the signings for the Bombers in the offseason. Had a nice spring camp for them. Wolves get it back. That's poked ahead. This will roll back in the Bomber zone. Connor Ryan still out there. Spins away from his guy, which is McIsaac. Bombers clear it to center. Knocked away by Reinhart for the Wolves. He'll tap it right back in. Connor Ryan can't get off the ice here. He's been out there a long time. They'll rim it around the boards. Picked up here by Ryder Muka. Gets it back to center. Silzer took that one away. Muka tried to jump back on top of it. They'll dump it back in the Wolves zone. Picked up back of the goal that time by the netminder Fowl. There's a chance out front. They get an opportunity. Piccinino. Save made. There's a rebound picked up by Tanchuk. He'll fire it wide. Wolves trying to get the puck out. They will. They'll bounce it off the boards. McIsaac gets it back to center. Big hit there. How long has Connor Ryan been out there? Here's Silzer by himself across the line on target and steered away that time by the Bomber netminder Kenny Marquardt. Ryan tried to move it ahead, knocked off his stick. Cole Tanchuk is in there. Forced back in his own zone, up the boards. Piccinino can't find it. Puck is bouncing, grabbed here by Norman, then flipped back in. Picked up here by Connor Ryan. Ahead to Piccinino. Knocked away that time by Norman. Right on the tape that time, though, a Township to center. He'll lift it in. Carter Anderson picked it up. Carter Anderson dodges, checks, spins, fires, and good blocker stop that time by Fowl. Flin Flon tried to hold it in. They do. One of the Wolves is down. Puck is loose. So we got a penalty against Flin Flon right off the hop here.
I think it's Anthony Piccinino.
3:47 in, so we'll see what the Ice Wolves can do on an early power play here in the preseason. And I didn't notice Kyle Strider on the bench when the game began, but he's out there now, the longtime assistant coach and former Melfort Mustang.
Yeah, I thought the same. He was late getting to the bench. You mentioned guys who had great camps, and you mentioned Carter Anderson. It looked like he was playing the 7th game of the finals during camp. He's ready to play. I had a quick chat with him yesterday, and he's excited to be back.
Jacob Huffey lining up for the face-off here against the Bombers' Keith Gruner. A couple returning players from last year. Wolves on the power play, scoreless early on. Flin Flon dumped it in. Puck is held in that time by Gruner. Hits the side of the net, comes right back out front. Anderson is there, but the Wolves will find a way to clear it, or will they? Mainz has got to go back, and he'll regroup back of his own net. Anderson will force him. Plays it ahead. Here's the stretch pass. Picked up here by Cannon. Cannon across the line. Lost the handle to Carter Anderson. You expect to see him play a lot of minutes this year. Anderson short-handed across the line. And they're offside, and we got Keith Gruner tangled up and behind the play this time. He'll dump Huffy to the ice. Minute 26 to go in the Ice Wolf power play. 15 and a half to go. Opening period, no score. And I don't think only got the electronic scoreboard. So 2-2 for shots. They just don't have them up on the score clock here. But behind the nets is we'll get the face-off outside the Laurence blue line. Laurence remains in the power play. And the Wolves win the face-off. This is Ryan Silzer. Lost the handle, but got some assistance there. Puck is dropped back. Reinhart. Lost the handle. Stolen by Joey Lees here. Joey Lees, third year as a Flin Flon Bomber. Tried to knock it down. It's grabbed instead here by the Wolves, and Sulzer has it back of his own net. Swings a pass up the boards. Up the middle, just out of the reach that time, as they tried to feed that one over to a Sept Dragon, who had a decent campaign against Flin Flon last year. Can't hang on to it. Puck lifted back down the ice. Sulzer's got it. 46 seconds to go in the power play. Makes a good move at his blue line. Sends a pass across the line. Grabbed this time by Smith. Dropped it back to Sulzer. Just inside the line. Hangs on to it. Up the boards. Picked up by Thomas. In the corner. Dragon will work it back to blue line. Sulzer shot scores! Power play goal. Ryan Sulzer. And I don't think Kenny Morcourt saw that. Nice shot from inside the blue line. Good give and go on that power play. Sulzer, the table setter, made the defensive play, Mike, in his own zone, broke it up, got the puck down the ice, and he finishes it off. What a shift for him, and he should have a really, really big year.
Let me tell you, Wyatt Ball, number 27, was, Kenny Marquardt couldn't see it. He's a big body, Wyatt is, and he was parked right in front of the net. The Bombers did nothing to move him out of there, and Kenny had no chance, couldn't see it.
Ryan Sulzer puts the Wolves up 1-0, an early power play goal here by the Wolves. I need you to listen for these assists because I can't hear a word that he says here with this new sound system. Supposed to be improved. They did announce an assist. Did you get it?
No.
Play continues. The Bombers will fire the puck inside. Might as well be at the space shuttle because I can't understand a word that he's saying. Puck goes to the Bomber blue line. Tanchuk can't get a stick on it. It's grabbed instead, lifted over top of the net that time by Bell. Bombers clear to the corner. Wolves jump on that. Picked up at the right point that time by Stewart. Tried to throw it out front. Connor Ryan gets a stick on it but can't clear it. Wolves hold it in. Chance in front. Stewart trying to get a stick on it. Morcourt with the poke check, and he'll grab the puck and hang on at the side of his own net. I don't think they're doing electronic scoring during the preseason either, so
yeah,
could be tough to come up with some of the assists tonight, but a 1-0 lead for Ronge. A nice power play goal by Sulzer, and again, you never can go wrong when you just shoot the puck on target.
No, that's right. I think they thought they were doing us a favor in the box, Hardy, when they put the new sound system in, because the music gets so loud, so they didn't point a speaker at us, but we can't hear Connor braiding down in the penalty box.
1-0 LaRange leads it. The Bombers get the puck back inside the Wolves zone. That's McIsaac for the Ice Wolves. He'll flip it out. Comes outside the line. Lepper knocked it down, but he was outside the line. Wolves grab it anyway at center ice. Here comes McIsaac. He gets drilled that time. Hammered by the Bomber defenseman Roberge. Wolves keep it in. Spinning it, firing it on target. Good save, Morcourt. Look out, a funny hop comes right back out front. And so far, I got to give the edge of play to LaRange, not just for the goal, but they're out shooting Flin Flon early 5-2, and have had a lot more good opportunities in tight on the Bomber netminder. I don't think LaRange goaltender foul's really been tested as of yet.
No, he made one great save. He came out and challenged the shooter, but he hasn't been, no.
LaRange looking good the other night, a 5-1 victory against Battleford. Dropped the preseason game against Flin Flon, but a lot of players that, let's face it, will not be in their lineup this year. Piccinino will lift the stick, then that's a bad giveaway by the Bombers inside their own zone. They get it back. Piccinino to center. Streaking on the left side, throws it back out front. Trying to get a stick on it that time was Holmes. Couldn't get a hold of it. Picked up by Sulzer, the goal scorer. Up the middle, look out. He had the Wolf forward, Cannon, in behind the play, but he couldn't pick it up. Bombers having a little bit of trouble here tonight. They do lift it back to center. That's grabbed that time by Matthews. Plays it back inside the Wolf zone. Reinhardt. And Piccinino on top of him. Got rid of it quickly to Matthews. Nice pass to center ice. Picked up by Norman. Norman drops that one back. There's an opportunity there by Huffy. Shot got blocked. Piccinino back of his own net. Anderson there to give a little bit of support. Took a body check. Couldn't get the puck out. Wolves keep it in. They throw it away though. Piccinino tried to lift it out. Held in once again. Nice shift this time by Cannon. Nice work here by the Wolves early in the preseason. Like I said, I think it's going to be a much different year in LaRange this season. There's a puck off the skate, a chance for the Bombers. Trying to jump on top of that one was the forward duel, but he couldn't grab it. Puck comes to the blue line. Grabbed by Connor Ryan, and that one got blocked. 2-on-1 for the Wolves. Here comes Norman. He sends the pass over to Cannon. Cannon, a shot! Nice blocker save that time by Kenny Morcourt. Flin Flon back the other way on the give and go. Here's a lead pass. They'll drop it back out front, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Once again, an opportunity that time for the Bombers, but they couldn't make good of it. Sulzer back the other way, throws it on target. That's stopped here and held on by Kenny Morcourt. Rhett Ewan, at one time Ice Wolf property, had the chance for Flin Flon, but is turned away. But I like this Ronge surge so far. Out shooting Flin Flon 8-2, and again they've got the power play goal. The veteran Ryan Sulzer on the power play, the only offense so far.
We didn't see this much last year. The Bombers getting shot 8-2, not even halfway through the period.
They win the face-off. Flin Flon inside their own zone. Connor Ryan quickly lifts it ahead. Keith Gruner trying to get a stick on that. He'll poke it back inside the Wolves zone. Meintz is there. Back to Sulzer. Remember, the Wolves don't have arguably their two best players, at least offensively, Cassette and Buchart. Flin Flon will lift the puck back to center. Sulzer has it quickly. He'll flip it right back in. Tanchuk races for it back of his own net. Fourth year as a Flin Flon Bomber entering play. Wolves knock it down the Bomber blue line. They'll hold in. Their forecheck tonight has been absolutely fantastic. Flin Flon has not been able to muster much. They're going to ice the puck here. And the Wolves will touch up back of their own net. That's picked up here by Stewart. Not a lot from Flin Flon in their own zone, and have not been able to manufacture much offensively. I'd say the first 10:49 to go have looked pretty flat here to start. I guess it's a preseason, but
disjointed for sure, Rob. But it is as I say, I think but it's veteran lineup as the Bombers are going to put out for at least for the start of the year.
Collier in the face-off circle, pinned up, but the puck grabbed here by Tanchuk, and he'll get it back to center. Cut off that time by Matthews. He'll flip it right back in. There's Connor Ryan. Back of the Bomber net. Up the boards. Flin Flon will poke it free. Grabbed here at center ice, and making his way down the ice is Collier. Shot got blocked. Trying to throw it back out front. Intercepted. Wolves play it ahead to center ice. Dragon. Drop that one back here to Bell. Puck bounces. Picked up this time here by Dragon, throws it out front. Puck is bouncing. Flin Flon can't clear. Dragon on it again, and he fired it wide. A great opportunity there. Like I mentioned, Dragon, some good games against the Bombers last season. Sage Robertson there as well. Wolves hold it in. To the blue line, a shot off the stick, redirected off target. Good opportunity that time for Stewart. Flin Flon really struggling in their own zone. They'll poke that one back to center. Nice job by the Bombers to get it in. There's an opportunity. Fired over top that time by Charlie Blake. Puck loose in front of the Ronge net. They do clear it down the ice. Makes its way past the defenseman, Roberge, and he'll touch up back of the Bomber net. And 9:37 to go opening period. Ronge out shooting Flin Flon 9-3. And the 1-0 lead in the power play, and have been by far the better team here so far tonight.
They sure have. They're
maybe that game against Battleford the other night gave a little bit of confidence, a little bit of mojo. They look like a totally different team tonight.
They certainly do. They've been hemming the Bombers in. They can't seem to get anything going, and then clogging up the center.
Flin Flon will do a nice job to keep this puck in. That's Lepper trying to make his way back out front. Knocked away. Puck rimmed around the boards. Piccinino waited for it. He'll knock it down. Piccinino knocked down. Throws in the corner here for Carter Anderson. Anderson trying to work his way out front. Slides it there. There's a chance for Roberge, and he fired it wide. Puck picked up back of the goal. The Wolves try to clear it. They tag team Anderson. The puck is loose. Piccinino trying to get to it. Anderson will poke it free. Grabbed though instead by the Wolves, and they'll play it back in the net. Picked up here this time by the defenseman Reinhardt. Up the boards, chipped out. Piccinino waited for it. Played it back to Lepper. Lepper gets that one back out front. Poked back inside the Wolves zone that time by Parsons. Reinhardt for the Wolves. Fights off a check. Up the board to blue line. Knocked down. Fired on target. A good opportunity that time by Jakubchuk. And he hasn't been called upon much in the opening period, but the goaltender Fowl will reach down and grab that and hang on. With 8:41 to go in the opening period. A quick opening period, and Ronge, outstanding job keeping the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. They've been by far the more physical team. And full marks for a 1-0 victory. Nice power play goal by them here to take the lead early on here tonight.
Yeah, they got a media timeout at the moment, but two Bombers that I'm looking forward to watching this year, Luke Lepper and Pierce Jakubchuk, both had really good playoffs. I thought Pierce didn't get to play a lot during the regular season, but he proved his weight in gold during the playoffs. So those are two. Rob, I want you to look at the other goaltender for Ronge. He's got a vintage Carey Price mask on.
Yeah, I was watching that in warm-ups. That's really, really cool. Yeah, we noticed that when he was taking warm-ups tonight. I mentioned a couple of guys. No, that's one of the coolest goalie masks I've seen in a long, long while.
hard to say vintage Carey Price, but
it is now.
Yeah, it is.
Although there were some rumors that he was going to try and come back and play a couple of games this year. I guess we'll wait and see how that develops. But again, I watched Kevin Kaminsky's interview on the SJHL website. He said we got to be better away from the puck. We got to be better in our own zone. And I know it's just a preseason, but they've been good in their own zone tonight.
Absolutely, and they got a good coach in Kevin Kaminsky. The killer, he had a great career, and I sure hope the Ronge Ice Wolves has a successful season, make for a better league.
Off the face-off, Flin Flon trying to get something going inside Ronge territory. Wolves are the one that come up with the puck, though, and they'll tap it back of their own net. Mainz takes a hit. Puck is rolling there. It's on the back of the net. Sills are looking for it. So is the Bombers as they continue to pound away at it. That's a forward Duval. Comes back out front. Duval, a quick shot. Nice right pad save that time by Fowl. Wolves quickly on the transition, get the puck back down the ice. That's Cameron. Cameron leaves it back of that, picked up that time by Norman. Norman throws it back out front. Bombers get a hold of it. There's the pass. They're trying to get something going at center ice, but tied up with Rhett Ewan. Puck flipped back to Jakubchuk. He'll tap it back down the ice, and once again the Wolves on top of it. That's Matthews. Center ice. Nice pass. Here's Huffy. Runs out of room. The puck will roll it on target anyway. And Morcourt will make the save and hang on with 7:45 to go opening period. And you never hear the Whitney Forum this quiet.
No, you usually have more people in it. It's a beautiful night here in Flin Flon, and people catching the last bit of summer. Boy, number 15 for the Bombers, newcomer Justin Duval is a big lad, 6'5". I don't think we've had a player like that since Higgins was here. That big.
Yeah, he just got released, I think, from the QMJHL, right?
He's from Quebec, yeah. Montreal. Yes.
Quebec's, Laurent's brought a player in from Quebec as well. This Alexis Toussaint, I'm interested to see. He's in uniform tonight. I'm interested to see how kind of he develops this year. I know that, again, going back to the interview that I heard, they're hoping that he can help out with a little bit of secondary scoring, but a lot of teams dipping into that Quebec talent pool.
Boy, yes, and they when they get here, they love to play here. It's a different type of junior A hockey than they have in Quebec, and they all say it's a lot more physical. And I think that the guys that do come here find it a better quality of hockey.
Doing a little bit of work down the Flin Flon Bomber net. They've got it up. I think they're doing some work on the post here. So delayed face-off inside the Flin Flon zone. We should mention that. After tonight, the Bombers will make their way to Melfort to face the Mustangs. A showdown, of course, for this past spring's league championship. It's only preseason, but it's always special when those two teams get together. That'll be Monday. Then the home and home with the Northern Manitoba Blizzard in the Paw Wednesday night, Roy H. Johnson Arena. That will be on radio. Plus the return affair 1 week from tonight when the Blizzard come to Flin Flon. And I'll tell you what, that's a team that really improved greatly in one season.
They're looking for some arena folk to come out and help with this.
Yeah, Ronnie's made his way out from the back room. He'll make his way out there.
A number of years ago,
unlike radio where we could take a break and play commercials, but
you got to listen to us. The Whitney Forum had issues with their net. 7 or 8 years ago when my son Connor played here.
Is that when it came off every 30 seconds?
It would come off all the time, it seemed.
Then you blow on it, it would come off the borings. They do have a rink attendant out here. I'm not sure what the issue is. But they got one of the pegs is down there. I don't know if it's got, I think it might have ice in it. They can't get the post back in. Because he came out with like, a long metal object. I think there's like ice that's built up in that post.
I wonder if the post is in. Do you see the left post in there, Rob?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna try and pry it out. I don't know if it's snapped off or what happened. I thought maybe there was some ice in it, but I think you're right. I think it's still lodged in the net.
There was a play just previous where a Ronge player rode into the net, into Kenny Marquardt, and it did push the net off. I wonder if that's when whatever happened.
7:45 to go opening period. The shot's 9-5 Wolves, and again a 1-0 lead on a power play goal here by Ryan Silzer. We talked a lot about, of course, the big tandem tonight of Buchart and Cassette, and Silzer should be a really good one. They got some good players to build around for sure.
I think they got her figured out, Rob. I think that post was stuck up into the
Yeah, it was.
into the goal post.
As for the Bombers, again, all hands on deck with the loss of just a ton of incredible hockey players. And I know it's junior hockey. I know you go through a transition every year, but that's a lot. Every player they got to replace was a stud.
Yeah, it's a big loss, and you know we've said it before though, and Mike Reagan has come up with a team, so we'll have to see what happens.
We're back underway. 7:39 to go. Puck back in the Flin Flon net. That's Connor Ryan. Shovels it over to Cole Tanchuk. Up the boards. Olofsson. He gets knocked down. The puck will roll to the center ice where it's picked up this time and moved back in Flin Flon territory. Tanchuk had to go away from him. Comes to the front of that. Swatted away that time. Here comes Olofsson for Flin Flon. He's got Joey Lees busting in the net. He'll throw it in the corner. Lees is after it. Bouncing puck. Throws it out front to Olofsson. Can't get a stick on it. Puck grabbed instead by Reinhart. Lost a handle. Olofsson a backhander. Save made. Rebound. And that's stopped as well by Foul. Finally tested here. A couple good opportunities here for Colin Olofsson. Olofsson in the corner. Trying to get away. Pinned up that time by Stewart. Again, Ronge in front. 1-0. Just under 7 minutes to play in the opening period. Wolves will poke to the line. Nice job by Connor Ryan. He'll hold it in. Right on the stick that time, though, of Stewart. Puck squirts free. Wolves jump on it. Stretch pass is redirected back of the net by Tanchuk. He'll throw it to the corner where it's picked up here by Ryan. Up the boards to Muka. Muka gets that one to center ice. That's grabbed this time by Blake. Blake lost the handle. Got the puck in deep. Wolves jump on it. Pass in behind that time of Bell. Grabbed at center ice by Roberge. He'll send it in off the glass. Puck bounces back in the Wolf net. Puck laying there. Flin Flon trying to get a stick on it. Grab back of the net. That's picked up here by Sluggert. He can't do much with it. Flin Flon holds it in. Luke Lepper's quick chance. There's a shot and a save. Foul square to the shooter. Grabs it in his groin area and a little bit of a rebound, but he'll grab that quickly. And I've been impressed with his play as well early tonight. Hasn't been tested a ton, but moves very, very well.
He's made some nice saves, though. He's had 8 shots. Well, the Bombers are catching up in shots, but he's made a couple of really nice ones, and he's very aggressive to the puck, which I like, as Kenny Marquardt was too.
Dingman lining up for the faceoff against Piccinino inside the Wolves zone, the left of the goaltender foul. Flin Flon wins the draw. This is Luke Lepper. Off the boards, a shot, he scores! Luke Lepper, foul, didn't know where it was, and he'll rip it low glove side, and we've got a tie hockey game here. Luke Lepper, fantastic rookie year out of Brandon last year. I think he's going to be an all-star in this league, and that's a nice goal. And foul, I don't think he knew where the puck was. He didn't really seem to react until it was in the back of the net.
But a great shot by Lepper. As I said, I'm interested to see how Luke plays this year. If that's any indication, we're in for a treat.
Luke Lepper will score. We'll see if Mike can get the assist this time on the goal. And the Bombers will push the puck back to center ice. That's kicked across the line. Grabbed this time here by McKay. Back out front. There's a chance. It just fired wide. Oh, McIsaac had the goalie all deked out. And he couldn't put it in. Anderson's there right now. He'll throw it back to center ice. He got an assist there. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Back
out front to Piccinino. That one got redirected. Anderson back out front. Couple opportunities. He scores! Carter Anderson will stay on top of it. He assisted on the tying goal by Lepper, and now he'll put Flin Flon ahead. And Carter Anderson, I'll tell you right now, you might see a 50-goal scorer here.
And you know what? His discipline on the ice really improved as the season came along last year, and he is just pumped up to play for the Flin Flon Bombers, and he's showing it here. He showed it during camp. So
Anderson puts Flin Flon in front by a score of 2-1. Flin Flon now at shooting the Wolves 11-9. Here comes Keith Gruner looking for more. We'll get those assists here. Piccinino got one of them. Did you get the other one?
I think it was unassisted, Rob.
Well, Piccinino got one.
I just can't hear it, even with the headset
This
off.
is horrible. Oh. 5:05 to go opening period. That's got to be addressed. We can't hear a word that he's saying. Anyway, Flin Flon's taken a 2-1 lead. Luke Lepper tied it at the 14:06 mark. And then Carter Anderson has put Flin Flon ahead at 14:34. And the Bombers have taken a 2-1 lead here despite being outplayed for a good chunk of this opening period. Off the face-off, that one ripped off the blocker that time. Good opportunity for Norman. Puck will go back to the Bomber net where it's picked up here by Cameron. Cameron tripped up. Puck grabbed here by Gruner. Oh, a bad giveaway out front. The Wolves trying to make the pay. Puck is laying there. They jump on the rebound. A good save by Kenny Marcourt. Got his blocker down. Wolves keep it in. Fired wide up from the point that time by Stewart. Picked up back of the goal here by Cannon. Cannon left it there. Grabbed here by Norman. Back out front. The Wolves get it to Sulzer at the blue line. His shot off the blocker of Marcourt. Rebound picked up back of the goal by Huffy. Huffy tied up that time. The Bombers got him pinned up. That's Holmes. Just over 4 to go. Puck back in the Flin Flon net as the Wolves try to work it free. Flin Flon will move it up the boards. They tried to move it ahead. That was Duval. Puck comes to center. Grabbed here and sent in that time by Ewan. He'll go off for a change, and Sulzer will pick up the puck inside the Laurent zone. Sulzer back to center ice. Grabbed that time by the Wolves and flipped back to Sulzer at his own blue line. Played that one ahead, chipped inside the zone by Cannon. Cannon after it. Throws it to the far corner. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas trying to get away from his guy. He does. He gets it back to right point, held in that time by Reinhardt. Back of the goal it goes this time for Bell. Bell out front. Save made Marcourt, who's had a nice first period here tonight. Good pressure by the Wolves again. Flin Flon no answer to get the puck in their own zone. Wolves are wheeling around. That's McKay who keeps it in. A good shift here by McKay. Tied up back of the goal. Him and Olesen are tied up. McKay. Back of the net. Throws it back to the point. Picked up here by Reinhardt. Long shot wide of the mark. Joey Lee's after it. He'll pick it up. Finally plays it ahead. Grabbed by Ryan at center. He'll send it deep inside the Wolves zone. Puck is bouncing. Knocked down by Muka. Can't keep the puck in. Here come the Wolves the other way. This is Dingman up the left wing. Try to throw it back out front for Bell. Puck comes back out front. Grab this time by the Wolves. They throw it back to the blue line. Picked up back of the net that time by Roberts. Throws it out front.
What a
Good save that time by Marcourt. Roberts has had a couple nice shifts here. Almost tied up the game there momentarily. Flin Flon again really looking like they're in quicksand in their own zone. Wolves manhandling them right now in Flin Flon territory. One of the Bombers is down. You've got Dingman on top of him. Puck squirts free. Gets blocked. Dingman shot. Doesn't make it through. Robert's intercepted it. Throws it back to that. Picked up here by Lepper, who's got one of the 2 goals. Flin Flon will dump it down the ice. Quickly picked up this time by Mines. To center ice. Knocked away by Muka. Puck rolled to Jakubchuk. Bouncing puck. Jakubchuk's got it. They'll fade it ahead. Nice pass up the right side. There's an opportunity. A good chance that time for Collier. And a right toe save made that time by Fowle. 1:45 to go in the period. Flin Flon in front 2-1. Wolves on top of the puck again. They'll get it outside the blue line. Jakubchuk cut it off. Tried to come back out front. Grabbed here by McKay. McKay up the boards. Tried to come back over to Toussaint. We mentioned him, of course, a big pickup for them out of Quebec. Toussaint's got it. Made a good move. Toussaint from his off wing. A good chance to rip that over top of the net. Looking pretty good there. Toussaint, a nice skater, looking for the puck again. Just chipped away. Picked up this time by the Bombers' Muka. Played it back to Jakubchuk. Lifts it to Piccinino. Here's Anderson. 2 points already in the opening period. Down the wing. There's a chance off the mask, I think, of Foul. It bounces over top of the net. Wolves can't clear. Tanchuk from the blue line. He'll fire it on target, and Foul is there. Oh, they are doing online scoring here tonight?
Yeah.
That's awesome. All righty, so we'll have a complete update for you coming up here in 54 seconds. Great job there, Mike. I didn't realize they were doing online scoring here for the game.
Yeah, I didn't think they would be either, Rob.
I was told that they weren't, but things change. Anyway, a big face-off inside the Wolves zone to the right of the goaltender. Max Foul from Rich Meadows, British Columbia. Long way from home, but looking to get the starting role in Ronge. Flin Flon wins the face-off. Tanchuk. Back of the goal it goes. That's Parsons. Can't get a stick on it. Piccinino does. The blue line. Long shot. Sent wide that time by Ryan. Wolves will flip the puck out. Opportunity racing down the right side is Huffy. Out front, an opportunity, and Morcourt got a stick out to redirect that one away from Hudson Cameron. Wolves have had some really good quick rushes down the ice tonight. I think Flin Flon's had a little bit of a tough time with their speed when they're rushing the puck. This is Connor Ryan. One last chance for Flin Flon. Lifts it back to center ice. Piccinino down the wing. He's across the line. Tried to throw it out front. Silzer knocks it away. Plays it ahead. One last chance. Ronge. Cannon throws it back out front. Norman a chance. He'll get it through. Save made Morcourt. Wolves hold it in. Silzer from the blue line. Fanned on it. That's grabbed here by the Bomber forward Parsons, but that's going to do it for the opening period here tonight. Ronge looking good, out shooting Flin Flon 17-13. The Bombers had a couple of surges, but I'll tell you what, I thought Ronge the better team in the opening period.
Yeah, you know, they have no reason to be, but the Bombers look tired to me a little bit. I don't know if that's the case or not, but anyways, there's your the assists and the goals. It is hard to hear Connor, but
anyway, we
we'll
got
get
it
those to you here shortly.
Anyway, I guess we'll run on the first period. Shots again, 17-13 Ronge, and they look very, very good here tonight. Just a couple things before we run through the scoring. I like how they played their own zone. I mean, Flin Flon did get, Carter Anderson had a hard time containing him, but other than that, they've contained everybody else.
Yeah.
They're playing better in their own zone. They've been blocking some shots. They've been by far the more physical team. And is Flin Flon having trouble with their speed? Inside the Flin Flon in their own zone tonight has looked like they're handling a grenade in there.
Yeah, they as I say, they look tired. I don't think they are, but you're right. It's probably the speed that is the difference here tonight. But Luke Lepper had a beautiful goal too, and so those are things to build on. I'm sure Mr. Reagan will have his words with the boys and get them going. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the second.
Well, you touched on it though. You said this is a pretty veteran-laden lineup for Flin Flon. Ronge is missing some of their better players tonight.
Yeah,
and they're still having their way with them.
I can't think of any veteran that's missing tonight that there might be.
Cohen Sept.
And Arbery, who's hurt, I believe.
Yeah, he still is.
So
anyway, full marks to Ronge. Let's take a look at the first period
absolutely.
scoring summary here tonight. Ryan Silzer, the veteran D man, they're going to be counting on him a lot this year. He gets the power play goal to open things up here tonight. A nice shot from inside the blue line. I don't think Kenny Morcourt saw it. Matter of fact, I can pretty much guarantee he didn't. Nice chance. He lifted over top of his left shoulder to put the Wolves ahead. Smith, the lone assist on that one to open things up at 5:18. Flin Flon would come back, though. We touched on it when he scored. And, of course, Mike Slip mentioned this a few moments ago. A nice goal by Luke Lepper. He was looking to pass the puck, and he realized, wait a second, I got a good lane to shoot it. He did. Foul, I don't think, knew where the puck was. At least he didn't react until it was in the back of the net to tie things up. Anderson and Piccinino, the assists on that one at 14:06, and they come back 24 seconds later. Anderson will score this time, gets his own rebound. Piccinino and Parsons, the assist at 14:34. Shots 17-13 Wolves, and Flin Flon somehow will take a 2-1 lead into the locker room. And actually, a lot of that, the play of Kenny Morcourt. He made some really, really good saves. You can't beat the ones you don't see. I think both goalies tonight have been beaten by pucks they haven't seen. But Kenny Morcourt, good opening period here tonight.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, Rob. Kenny played a stellar first period, I thought, and he's really challenging the puck, which Kenny does. And I noticed him giving a few of the Ronge Ice Wolves a tap on the back of the leg, which he's been known to do too, which is fine as long as he stays out of the penalty box. But yeah, good period by Kenny.
2-1. The Bombers lead it. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the second period in about 50 minutes time here on Flow TV. And welcome back to Whitney Forum as the Ronge Ice Wolves have made their way back on the ice. Flin Flon Bombers will be coming out momentarily. A 2-1 Flin Flon lead once again. After the opening period tonight, Luke Lepper, Carter Anderson, the goals for Flin Flon. Ryan Silzer again, the power play marker for Ronge to open things up here tonight. We're just underway here in the second period. 17-13 is the shots in favor of the Wolves. And again, Flin Flon, I guess kind of the tail of the tape for me in the opening period. How much the Bombers struggled inside their own zone.
Yeah, the Bombers really did struggle, and talking to a few people downstairs, Kenny Marquardt really was the story for the Bombers in that first period, besides Carter Anderson and Luke Lepper's goal. But Kenny played great. He was left to his own devices quite a bit, and he was able to stand the charge with making 16 saves out of 17 shots. So see if the Bombers can rebound here in the second period.
You know, we're mentioning that battle with the Blizzard coming up next week. The Blizzard 2-0 in the preseason, leading the Swan Valley Stampeders 8-1 tonight after the second period.
Blizzard had a nice season last year.
That is going to be really interesting when they play Flin Flon, that home and home. Kind of gone the Bombers' way the last few years. It may not this time around. They've done a really, really nice job with that program. They're a goal away from going to the league finals and have looked very, very good in the preseason so far. We're underway in the second period. The Wolves quickly to the attack as they'll get the puck in over the Flin Flon line. That was Huffy, the veteran, locked away from him. Bombers moving up the boards. That's picked up that time by Parsons. Has an assist here tonight to Picciolino at center. Poked away. Nice job that time by Huffy. Huffy throws it back out front. There's a chance off the goal post and in. Nice shot that time by Cannon. Picture perfect shot off the post and in. The Wolves strike 32 seconds into the second period.
I don't know if that one was knuckled. It fooled Kenny, and it was a great shot. Beautiful shot off the post, and I think Kenny would like to have that one back.
32 seconds in, Cannon's tied, and Huffy was the key on that. Broke up the play inside his own zone, got the puck up the ice, and Cannon a picture-perfect shot at the post and in, and the Wolves have tied things up here quickly in the second period. Off the face-off, the Bombers will dump it in. That's Silzer. Forces Lepper back to center ice. They'll play that one over back inside deep. Keith Gruner trying to get some positioning on it. Poked away in the corner. Huffy looking for it. He was key for that tying goal. Can't knock it down. The Bombers dump it back in. Grabbed side of the net that time by Slugger. Wolves clear to center. Picked off this time by Flin Flon. Lepper will quickly move it across the line. Throws it back out front. Gruner with a chance. He scores! Keith Gruner sticks side and in. And the teams have traded goals here. At minute 6 in, Keith Gruner was just absolutely fantastic in that face-off circle.
Oh my gosh, yes.
90% efficiency in the playoffs last year. There wasn't a big face-off that Mike Reagan didn't want him out there for. Nice goal there to put Flin Flon back in front here early in the second.
Very similar goal to what the Ice Wolves scored. It wasn't off the post, but right in that same position. Keith Gruner and Carter Anderson have a bit of a business going this year, doing yard work and snow removal, and anything you need, they'll do it. So look on the Bomber Facebook page, and you can get the number for Keith, and you can hire him to take your garbage out.
Thomas and Olsen line up for the face-off after the go-ahead goal here by the Bombers and Keith Gruner. Flin Flon in front 3-2, just underway in the second period. Flin Flon will put the puck at the Ronge blue line. That's poked back down the ice, and Roberge will have to race after this one. He spins and fires. That's picked off along the boards that time by Thomas. Thomas hangs onto it. Back of his own net. Puck is laying there. Flin Flon tried to jump back on top of it. Thomas loses the handle. Grabbed this time by the Wolves. They can't get the puck free. That's Joey Lees. Puck knocked away from him. Back of the goal that time. Wolves throw it to the blue line. Knocked down here by Mainz. Throws it on target. Hits somebody in front. I don't think Marquardt even saw it. Mainz will keep it in. Back of the goal for Thomas. Thomas looking for some room. Pokes it out front. Grabbed here by Joey Lees. Joey Lees skates away for Flin Flon. Here's the quick pass up the left side to Stitton. Stitton down the wing. A shot. Stopped by foul. Gets his own rebound. Throws it up front. Nice pass. Yakupchuk a chance. High sticking there. I don't know if I think that one would have counted, but Bombers tried to knock that one in midair. That was Joey Lees. Again, it's tough to tell when they don't have these numbers on the sleeves. Puck is lifted back inside the Flin Flon zone. Grabbed quickly by Holmes. To Lees. Back up the middle. Picked up that time And the Bombers are offside. They'll blow it down. 17:29 to go in the opening period. A couple of quick goals here to start things off. Cannon, a nice opportunity here for the Wolves off the post and in. And Keith Gruner's come back 30-some-odd seconds later to put Flin Flon back in front. Face off outside the Ronge line as the Bomber forward gets knocked to the turf that time. Wolves will get the puck back in. Yakupchuk tried to get out, hit a stick, came back in. Now it's grabbed at center ice here by Reinhart. Picked up a knuckleball shot sent wide by Dingman. Yakupchuk. He'll get a hold of it. Puck is bouncing. Wolves keep it in. That's Sage Roberts to the blue line. Here's Ryan Silzer. Already a goal tonight. Shot gets blocked. Feeds that one back out front to Stewart. His shot blocked as well. Flin Flon trying to get the puck out. They can't. Now they've got it. They'll move it ahead. They try to send it up the middle that time over to Muka, but the play was broken up. Muka will try to knock it down. He can't get to it. Piccinino does, but chipped away that time by Dingman. Back to center ice. Ryan's got it. He'll send it back in. Foul stops it back of that. Silzer trying to get away from traffic. Lifts it up the boards. Held it in the point that time by Townchuk. Back of the net that time for Parsons. The blue line. Ryan, nice job to hold it in. His shot blocked in front. Pressure by Flin Flon. Parsons after it again. Ripped it wide, glove side. Piccinino along the boards, throws it back out front. Right pad save made by Foul. Now it's the Wolves struggling to get the puck out. They do, though. They'll lift it off the glass back down in the Flin Flon zone. Tanchuk to Ryan. Back to Tanchuk. Plays that one ahead. Here's Parsons to center. Left wing picked up by Carter Anderson. Slides it out front. Piccinino a chance. It off the stick that time. Save made by Foul. Flin Flon looking a lot better here so far early in the second period, despite even giving up a goal. They've been all over him. Anderson throws that out front. Got blocked. He gets it back. Slides it over to Piccinino. Wolves bounce it off the boards. That's McIsaac. Plays it back at Flin Flon territory. Tanchuk waited for it. Back to Anderson at center. Carter Anderson. Nice pass. Piccinino can't get it to go, though. Knocked away this time by Mainz. Up the right side. Here comes McKay inside the Flin Flon zone. McKay carries it in. Bumps with Tanchuk. Parsons has it for the Bombers. Lifts it ahead for Anderson. Past him. Icing is not going to be counted. Waved off. Good hustle by Anderson, but he can't pick up the loose puck. Wolves forced back inside their own zone. That's Matthews. Lost the handle. Flin Flon with the steal. Back out front. There's a chance. And can't get the shot to go through. Another opportunity this time for Duval. Shot gets blocked. Sent back to center ice. Lepper on top of this one. Feeds that back to Roberge. Flin Flon will tap it in. There's an opportunity that time. As they'll throw it in back of the net. Duval's there. Bumping with his guy. Got his stick lifted. Can't get the shot away. Flin Flon works in the blue line to Lepper. Back to Roberge. Long shot. Knocked down in front. Racing after it is the Bomber forward, Ewan. Bouncing puck out front. That's Keith Gruner, who's got the go-ahead goal, but he can't do much with it. Puck knocked away from him, rolls back down inside the Flin Flon zone. Roberge tried to play that one ahead for Duval. He got a piece of it, but I don't think enough, and icing will be called. They'll blow that one down with 14-14 to go here in the second period. The shots are 18-16 in favor of the Wolves, but it's Flin Flon with a 3-2 lead.
I don't know if you heard this or mentioned it, Rob, but Keith Gruner's goal assist went to Rhett Hewen and Justin Duval, and Hudson Cameron for the Ronge Ice Wolves was Jacob Hufty and Grady Sluggett with the assist.
I knew Hufty got the play on the Cannon goal. He set it up, and I was pretty sure that Duval had an assist on that Gruner goal, but that does confirm it. The officials on the two goals to open things up here in the second period. Again, Flin Flon in front 3-2. Just under 14 minutes remaining here in this second period. Roberge for Flin Flon. Poked it ahead. 2-on-1 here for Flin Flon. Here's an opportunity here for Stitton. Back out front to Joey Lees. He can't connect. Out front, Olsen. Stick lifted. There's a chance. Open nets. And the Bomber local product, Stitton, can't get it to go. Back the blue line. Yakupchuk shot. That's blocked. Good chances there by Flin Flon. They're expecting a lot of big things this year out of Wyatt Stitton. The local product had a good chance there, but he couldn't connect. Remains 3-2. Wolves bring it back in. Yakupchuk has got his guy pinned up along the boards. That's Sept Dragon. Dragon, nice work to get it back out front, but Joey Lees has it. Lifts it back to Stitton. Poked it across the line. Olofsson will follow up. He'll hold it in. Here's Stitton out of the corner, but checked that time by Matthews. Flin Flon will hold the puck in. Once again, Stitton trying to get a stick on it, but it's picked up off the boards that time by Collier. Back to blue line. Knocked down and held in that time by Holmes. Wolves have it inside their own zone. Lots of time that time. Nobody was forcing the Ronge forward, so they able to hold on the puck. There's the stretch pass as they're trying to hit Seth Dragon, but they got tied up in the corner that time with Jakubchuk. Puck deep in the Flin Flon zone. Squirts free. Chance out front, but they can't get it to go. Opportunity that time for Stewart, but couldn't get the backhander to go, and we got a penalty coming up here.
I think it's going to...
Tripping call. Not sure who it's going to go to.
I thought it was Pierce Jakubchuk, but doesn't look like it.
He's looking at the Bomber bench. I think it's a Flin Flon penalty.
It looked like a trip.
12:22 to go, second period. It is a tripping penalty.
They haven't figured out. The Bombers hiding over there.
No, I don't think anybody was quite aware who did take the penalty, but we'll find out here momentarily. Shots 18-17 Wolves. Flin Flon in front 3-2. It was 2-1 Flin Flon after one. The Wolves tied it up quickly in the second, 32 seconds in. And then Keith Gruner, the veterans, put them ahead. The penalty, going to try and get this number here. Did you see the number there?
I didn't. I'm going to have a look here, Rob.
12:22 to go, second period, a 3-2. Flin Flon lead. Ronge on the power play for the second time tonight. They're 1 for 1. The big goal by Ryan Silza to open play up. Puck comes back to center ice with Mainz. He'll send it in. Kenny Marquardt, because Kenny, I think he's probably going to give way. I'm going to see both goaltenders tonight. Wolves knock it down. They hold it in. There's a chance. Bouncing puck in front of the net. Piccinino can't get a stick on it. Grabbed here by Connor Ryan. He'll slap it down the ice, and the goaltender for the Wolves. Foul will stop that. Picked up back of the net this time. And the Wolves move it back out. Knocked over the stick that time with Stewart. Short-handed. Here's a chance, and behind the D that time was Olofsson, but they couldn't connect. Here comes Mainz back the other way. Headmans it to Sage Roberts. He's across the Bomber blue line. Roberts will flip it in the corner that time for Dingman. Dingman hangs onto it. Leaves it along the boards. Picked up by Matthews. Shot got blocked. Roberts back of the net. Throws it back out front. That's Dingman. Roberts. Pass out front. A good one. And they score. What a pass by Roberts to send that one out front. They fanned on the initial shot, but they get it back, and the goal's going to be scored here by Nolan Smith. What a play by Sage Roberts.
Yeah, Cole Tanchuk got lured out, and he left the Ice Wolf right alone in front of Kenny Marquardt. He got lured out to chase the puck and left the guy standing there. Kenny, I don't think Kenny had much of a chance on that one either.
How about the Ronge power play? 2 for 2 in the game.
Yep.
It's 3-3, 11-12 to go, second period. Puck picked up at center ice and fired back in that time by Silzer, and the Ice Wolves have tied the game. Their second power play goal of the night. They got the puck again at the blue line. That got knocked away.
Kenny Marquardt got that penalty, Rob.
Oh, he did? Okay. Flin Flon tries to come back the other way. That's intercepted by Silzer. This will force Lepper back in his own zone. He's got a goal in this game. Forced back of the net that time by McKay. Lepper will bring it out. Nice rush by him. We're going to have a Flin Flon power play for the first time tonight as he got hooked up that time. I believe Toussaint is going to get the penalty as he hooked him up, and we'll see if Flin Flon can answer the 2 Ronge power play goals with their first chance here tonight.
Max Collier served that penalty for Kenny.
So Bork, that's why nobody knew who had to go serve
right.
it.
He tripped him coming across the crease there, I guess, and it's not Kenny's first penalty.
No, face-off inside the Wolves zone to the right of the netminder foul. Flin Flon on the power play for the first time. Of course, they had that electric power play, the #1 power play pretty much in the country last year. But no Justin Lees tonight, no Adam McNutt, no Noah Hull. We'll see who. Of course, they still got Carter Anderson, who led the league in power play goals with 22 last year. Lepper will pick up the puck back of his own net. He'll swing the pass. Flin Flon on the power play. That's Parsons. Trying to come back to Anderson off his skate. Couldn't grab it cleanly. Parsons back in his own blue line. Swatted away that time. Sent back inside the zone. Good penalty killing here by Huffy. Flin Flon forced back to square one. Here's the quick pass to Keith Gruner. Down the right side. He'll bring it in. Keith Gruner brings the puck in. Back to blue line to Lepper. Lepper's got it, swings the pass to Piccinino. Lepper inside the blue line, top of the right circle for Anderson. You know what they want to do, set up that one-timer. Piccinino, back of the goal for Parsons. Power play looks good, they're moving the puck well. Parsons, though, can't finish up. Puck hits the linesman, grabbed at center ice by Thomas, and he'll flip it in with a minute to go in the power play. And 9.5 to go in the second period. 3-3, all even here at the Whitney Forum. Here's the pass to Piccinino, the spark plug to center ice, quickly down the left side, inside Ronge territory, brings it in deep. Cut off, Thomas will rim it around the boards and knock down, shorthanded opportunity. Here comes Norman, one-on-one here against Connor Ryan. Norman hangs on, fans on it, almost poked it through the legs. That would have been a nice goal. Great effort by him, shorthanded. Flin Flon will get it back. Here's Tanchuk. Up the right side to Joey Lees, across the line, a quick shot into the glove, and hung on to that time by foul. Boy, what a play by Norman. This Ronge team, gritty effort here. I know it's just the preseason, but doing a lot of good things, and in particular here on the specialty teams. Yeah,
they're giving Coach Kaminsky a lot to choose from. The goalie change right here, Rob.
Marcourt will make his way to the bench. Had a very good performance here tonight. Certainly held him in the first period, so we're going to see the guy that they had starting the game, at least on the roster. Massimo Urbani, lots of experience for this guy with Powell River and Coquitlam of the BCHL. So we'll see what he can do, trying to win a spot here. And I guess he probably has, at least for the beginning of the year.
I believe he has.
On the power play, Connor Ryan hangs on, rips that over top of the net, and I think looks like they're going to stay with foul, at least for the time being. Puck lifted. Of course, this is Ronge, has already played two preseason games, so this is their third tonight, just Flin Flon's second. Power play is over. Flin Flon 0 for 1 here tonight as they'll tap the puck back inside the Wolves zone. Puck is bouncing. Comes the blue line. Knocked down by Connor Ryan. Picked up here by Duval. Back to Ryan. Lots of traffic. Shoots. Didn't miss by much at that low corner pegged. And just ripped it wide. Here's Tanchuk. He'll hold it in. Back to Connor Ryan. Goal Tanchuk. Loses the puck. Gets it back. Flips it to the corner. Wolves running around a little bit right now on their own end. That's Duval. Blue line for Tanchuk. Bouncing puck. He'll hang on. A shot got blocked. Came right back to Tanchuk at the blue line. Shot again. Knocked down in front. I think that one hit Joey Lees. Picked up this time by McIsaac. Can't clear. Tanchuk shoots it. Deflected out front. Puck is loose. And it's jabbed in by Joey Lees. Lees will score. And Flin Flon retakes the lead here 4-3. And we saw Flin Flon doing that a lot in the opening period, running around. Ronge running around in the second period. And Joey Lees, the local product. Third year with Flin Flon as we get a goaltending change for Ronge. Could this be a big production year for Lees offensively?
Yeah, Joey, I think Joey's ready to spring out here. The relentless.
I love that mask.
Yeah, relentless, though. They wouldn't let that puck out of the Ronge end and just kept working and were rewarded with a goal. That is a great mask.
Joey Lees puts Flin Flon back in front 4-3, so lots of offense so far here tonight. That puck will squirt through Jakubchuk's legs, goes deep in the Flin Flon zone as Sluggard is after it. He's got the puck back of the net, trying to get free. Puck is laying there. Jakubchuk gets nailed. Puck picked up by Muka. Can't clear it out. Wolves hold it in. Puck goes back inside the Flin Flon zone where it's grabbed this time by Holmes. Rookie Flin Flon bomber D-man lifted back to center. Here comes Muka. Quickly across the line, trying to flip that one back out front and partially blocked that time by Matthews, the Ronge D-man. Muka pinned up along the boards. Puck laying there. Good work by Muka to try and tie it up. He's got his line mate with him, Blake. He can't knock it down either. Picked up instead here by Piccinino. Piccinino to the corner. Muka trying to get free. Oh, hit hard in the corner. That's going to be a penalty. That might be an ejection here from Tyson Matthews. Nailed him pretty good. The nice thing is Muka's right back up. We'll see how they award this. Flin Flon definitely going back to power play. Matthews caught him a little bit from behind there. We'll see what kind of penalty, what he signals here. It is a hit from behind. He might be done. He's signaling hit from behind here. But only two. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's what he signaled. Media timeout, 6:47 to go. Flin Flon back on the power play here.
Joey Lee's goal, Rob, assists go to Cole Tanchuk and Anthony Piccinino.
Nice night for Piccinino.
Remember when they switched goalies, Rob, and they'd let the goalie warm up?
Yeah, that was only if I think the goalie though got the other goalie got injured.
Yeah.
Third assist of the game for Anthony Piccinino.
I think that line that they've got here tonight of Piccinino, Anderson, and Parsons will be a fun one to watch. Parsons had a nice training camp too, and he's had a nice night tonight. Easy to spot because he's got a red helmet.
Yeah, no kidding. Like I said, he's got some junior A experience. Played last year with the Wellington Dukes of the OJHL, and like I said, he was a walk-on this year.
Yeah.
But playing with the big line here tonight of Piccinino and Anderson. Anderson a couple of points, and like I said, Piccinino 3 assists. So
sometimes you get a good walk-on. Let's remember Gabe Schipper.
Yeah, no kidding.
Came all the way from L.A. to Flin Flon, Manitoba, and boy, he took the Flin Flon Bomber fans. They loved him, and he really shone here as a Flin Flon Bomber.
Second power play of the game for Flin Flon. They're 0 for 1. The Wolves almost scored a shorthanded goal on them last time, and have 2 power play goals in a row. We'll see what Flin Flon can do this time as they'll get the puck to blue line. It makes its way past Luke Lepper. He'll get it back to center ice. That's picked up here by Anderson. A goal and an assist, like we mentioned, gets the puck in, and of course, once again, the league power play goal leader last year with 22. Lepper holds it in. Swings it out front to Anderson, looking for a lane to shoot it. They're quickly on top of him. Puck bouncing, knocked down by Anderson in the corner. For Parsons. Parsons off the left wall, knocked down here by Piccinino. He'll grab it. Piccinino back of the goal for Parsons. Back to blue line to Lepper. Anderson tees it up. Oh, good save off the glove that time. The new Ronge goaltender is Joe Verardi, and that was a nice save. Anderson got exactly to where he wanted to be. Gets it again. He shoots at Verardi there. Rebounding. Gruner can't get it to go. Flips in the blue line. Lepper holds it in. Here's Piccinino one more time. Back of the goal for Parsons. Leaves it there. Piccinino out front. Gruner scores! What a beautiful setup. 4th assist of the game for Anthony Piccinino. And the Bombers will take a 2-goal lead. It's a power play goal by Keith Gruner, his 2nd of the night.
Yeah, Keith Gruner, good to see him on the scoreboard. What a game by Anthony Piccinino.
No
what
kidding.
A game by Carter Anderson. He let those 2 fly it from the Cole Dupereau area. You might also know a young man playing for the Washington Capitals that likes to shoot from that circle too.
2nd of the night for Keith Gruner on the power play. And Piccinino the picture perfect pass. Flin Flon looking for more. Back out front. Olofsson whiffed on that one. Puck stays in, so Flin Flon in front 5-3. 5.5 to go, 2nd period. Lots of offense tonight. White Stitton trying to get free. He's had some chances to the blue line. Connor Ryan will knock it down. Back of the goal for Joey Lees. He's got a goal here tonight as well. So the veterans coming through big time. Mike Slip commenting on that at the beginning of the game, and it's a pretty good veteran lineup for Flin Flon. You'd expect these guys to step up and score. Here's Joey Lees back, then back out front. Ripped that off the side of the net. Puck picked up this time by Mintz. He'll lift it to the blue line. Knocked down by Tanchuk. Drills it on target. Kicked out that time by Verardi, who's been tested a lot since coming in relief here of the starter tonight, Max Fowl, who played well. Wolves get it inside the Flin Flon zone. Opportunity that time for Sept Dragon, but broken up here by Olofsson. 3 Bombers on it at center. Here's Joey Lees. Back out front, nice pass. Connor Ryan in his skates, though he can't find it. Might have been deflected before he got it. He gets it anyway. Goes it back out front. Intercepted that time by Smith. Lifted it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Quickly they'll tap it back to center. Here's a nice pass. Flin Flon has a chance here. On bad rush out front. There's an opportunity, but Collier couldn't connect. Wolves get it back. And they'll get the puck to center. Head manning at that time to Sluggert. Fights off a check. Puck poked out front, but away from Huffy. Wasn't sure where it was. Bombers dig it free. Stretch pass picked up at center ice. Grab that time by Blake, and he'll flip it in. Knocked away in the corner. Pinching in is the defenseman Holmes. Picked up by Collier, tried to come back out front. Puck is back in the Ronge net. Again, the Wolves struggling to get it out. They do lift it down the ice this time. And racing back to get it is Holmes. Holmes will quickly play that one back over to Jakubchuk. Center ice. Puck lifted in that time and sent in on target by the Bomber forward Ewan. Blue line, there's a chance. Roberge's shot, that's turned away. Puck off of Roberge's glove, just outside the Laurent's blue line. Sulzer can't jump on it. And we got, they're going to say it was hit ahead with a glove pass. Look out. Duval mixing it up below here as he gets to stick up a little bit high here with Wyatt Bell. Penalty's going to be handed out to Duval and Bell. 3:15 remaining in the second period. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Rob. You mentioned some of the players, some of the high-scoring players that the Bombers are missing, but they're missing some character guys too. A guy like Matt Egan.
No kidding,
gone. Gee, what a Bomber career he had. And let's not forget Brock Mueller and who am I thinking of, Rob?
Dawson Carroll.
Who's now with Kindersley. I saw him do a video with fitting in Kindersley. Those are guys that hopefully they'll find some to take their place too, not just the scorers.
No, you're right. It takes a lot of different dynamics. There's a chance for the Wolves trying to get back within one. Roberge will knock that one away in the corner. Anderson lifts it ahead. Here comes the big line of Anderson and Piccinino. Piccinino quickly across the Laurent's line, dropped it back to Anderson. Piccinino back of the goal. They get to the blue line. Held in by Roberge. There's Leopard back out front. Grabbed here by Anderson. Anderson's got it. Tees it up. Save made this time by Verardi. Kicked out in front. Anderson got the rebound again, but he couldn't do much with it. Roberge will keep it in. A lot better second period by Flin Flon here tonight.
Yes.
Roberge hangs on to it in the corner. Back out front. Piccinino spins. Verardi got that just off the top of his shoulder. He's been busy. He's had a lot of tough shots. Roberge back out front. He had Anderson backdoor over top of his stick. Knocked down by Joey Lees, a goal tonight for the local product. Carter Anderson, nice pass out front. Lees has got it. Throws it out front again. Anderson, backhander. Verardi, the save.
Nice save.
Great work there between Anderson and Joey Lees. And boy, every time Anderson's out there, something exciting happens.
Yeah, the 4-on-4 is giving the Bombers some open ice, and they're using it. The Bombers with a far better period. 26, now the shot's 26-19 for the Bombers. A complete turnaround from the first period.
Joey Lees will take the face-off against Huffy, wins the draw, back out front, tried to come back to Parsons, but off the side of the Ronge net. Now it's grabbed here by Huffy. Flip that one back in his own zone to Stewart. Off the left side, grabbed here by Cameron. Down the wing, across the Bomber line. Cameron hanging on to it, had a stick lifted, but got it back in position. Cancer tried to poke it away from him. Cameron's got it along the boards. Puck grabbed here by Parsons. His backhander to Ryan at his blue line. Headmans that one to Joey Lees. Can't get a stick on it. Intercepted that time by Huffy. Huffy back in his own zone. Throws it back to the left side. He was looking for Mintz. Had to come back and get it. Mintz lifts it ahead. Knocked down by Ryan. Here's Parsons. Parsons by himself. Throws it in deep. He'll go off for a change. I think he's pretty tired. Puck picked up back of the goal by Mintz. He'll lift that one ahead. Here's the stretch pass. Kicked in that time by Cannon. Cannon's got it, falls down, blows a tire. Olofsson on top of him. Puck is lifted out, comes back to the Laurent's blue line. They'll play it ahead. Wolves get it back. Sluggert across the line. Throws it back out front. They had a guy there, but Bell couldn't get a stick on it. Flip on the other direction. Duval out of the box. Duval trying to get some room. Puck laying there. Wolves get it back. That's Sulzer, the veteran D man, but slowed down at center. Puck comes back to center ice. Ice Wolves have it. Sluggard played that one back here to Reinhardt. Well, the Bombers lost his stick. I think it was before we're going off the ice. Here's a check for Flin Flon back the other way. Looked like they had the puck rolling behind Velarde. Flin Flon will keep it in. Opportunity out front where they can't get the shot away. Good chance that time. Puck stays inside the Wolves zone. Good pressure by Flin Flon late. 17 seconds to go. Puck is played out. Grabbed here by Jakubchuk at center. Plays that one back to Holmes. Holmes gets it to Olofsson. Tries to sidestep a check. Grabbed here. Picked up a chance. Walking in and flipping over top of the net that time was Collier. And the Wolves get it the other way. That's Normand. And we're going to run out of time here in the second period. But if you're Mike Reagan, you got to be a lot happier.
Oh, yes.
With that second period compared to the first period here tonight. What a difference. Flin Flon looking, like I said, kind of in quicksand, especially in their own zone, but had the puck, had the edge of play certainly in the second period tonight.
Absolutely. They only 2 shots Ronge Ice Wolves had in that period.
Wow.
So it was tales of 2 periods. It was Ronge looked stuck in their own end. Of course, they took some penalties, and there was the 4-man 4-on-4 that the Bombers really took control of. So a good period by the Bombers, like they needed.
2-1 Flin Flon after one. Let's recap the second period scoring summary. It took the Ice Wolves all of 32 seconds to tie Cannon. One of the 2 shots they had on net, off the post and in, went from Huffy and Sluggard. 2-2, Flin Flon came right back though. Keith Gruner, Ewan and Duval, the assist on that one at 106. Smith again would tie things up. So not bad. Wolves 2 shots, 2 goals in the second period. Smith would tie things up at 8:47 from Roberts, but then a couple of goals by the Bombers. The local product Joey Lees, like we mentioned, entering his 3rd year with the team. Still has another year left after this one. He scores. Tanchik and Piccinino the assist at 12:09. And Keith Gruner would get his second of the game, the power play marker. Piccinino the assist at 15:14. Shots all Flin Flon 14-2. The Bombers a 2-period total of 27. Ronge a 2-period total of 19. And specialty teams have been good both ways. Ronge 2 for 2, almost had a shorthanded goal. And Flin Flon right now sitting 1 for 2. So that's the story after 40 minutes of play. Great night for Anthony Piccinino, 4 assists. He looks absolutely fantastic. So does Carter Anderson and a number of other players here as well, as Flin Flon has taken a 5-3 lead after 40 minutes of play. We'll take a break. The third period coming up shortly. And welcome back for the third period. Flin Flon will bring a 5-3 lead into the third tonight. Goaltending change for Ronge, like we mentioned. They started things off tonight with Max Fowl out of Roch Meadows, British Columbia, and Joe Verardi has come in with the cool Carey Price look-alike mask. He is the backup tonight from Calgary, Alberta. Got tested with a lot of rubber when he first came back in there. Flin Flon really started to pour it on as the Wolves were making that change midway through the second.
Yeah, 27 to 19 shots now for the Bombers. It was not like that after the first.
Danny Marquardt started for Flin Flon tonight, and now we've got Massimo Urbani. And we're just underway in the third tonight. Shots, like Mike mentioned, 27-19 Flin Flon. It was 17-13 Wolves after one, so they only had 2 shots in the entire second period. Not a bad ratio, 2 shots, 2 goals.
Yeah, that's 100%.
It is.
Math.
And like I said, if you're the head coach of the Wolves tonight, Kevin Kaminski, we'll see what happens here in the third period. But again, you're missing some pretty good artillery there. They're 2 best offensive players not in uniform in this game. We're talking Cassette and Bucard, who I said earlier, and I will go back with what I said. They'll be in the top 10 in league scoring this year. They're going to have fantastic seasons. Bombers have the puck at center. Connor Ryan will lift that ahead to Piccinino, who very well could be in the top 10 this year. He's got 4 assists in this game. Anderson in the corner, a goal and assist. Gets it over to Parsons. Parsons has it. Blue line for Tanchuk. Lots of traffic in front of that Ronge goal. Piccinino will get the puck back of the net. Lost the handle. Scooped up that time by Reinhart. He lost the handle right away, but Sulzer got to it, and he'll lift it back to center ice. Picked up here by Sluggert. They're offside. A little extra anxious was Cameron, so a minute gone here in the third. And like I mentioned, we have got the Battle of Northern Manitoba coming up next week, and a much looking different Northern Manitoba Blizzard squad. Last we heard, an 8-1 lead on the Swan Valley Stampeders after 40 minutes of play. They've already got 2 victories. Knocked off the Dauphin Kings in the shootout. That was on holiday Monday, and
always a little tension on those games between the
well,
Blizzard
I think
the
the Blizzard have taken kind of a page out of the Bomber notebook, and they got a lot of speed and a lot of guys that can move. And Eric Brassard, of course, the new coach. There was the MJHL. We got the 2 coaches of the year going head-to-head. Mike Reagan, of course, the head coach of the year.
Yeah.
In the SJHL, and the Blizzard bench boss, the MJHL coach of the year. So that's going to be 2 really exciting games next week for preseason.
Looks like we got penalties here. Roughing.
Yeah, roughing call being handed out here to Thomas. He doesn't like the call. And Flin Flon going to go to the power play here for the 3rd time tonight. They're 1 for 2. And we'll try to extend the lead if they can. Just underway in the 3rd period. Not a bad looking crowd here for a preseason game. Mike Slip, I know, would rather be at home watching football tonight, but we're thankfully dragged himself down here. And
no, this is where I
provided his incredible analysis of these hockey games. Luke Lepper inside the blue line, he's got it. Dishes it off. Anthony Piccinino thought about shooting it. Actually, I think he was going to feed it to Parsons, but he found on it. Lepper at the blue line. Back to Piccinino. Piccinino whiffed on it again. Parsons has got it. Parsons will hang on to it, makes his way to the middle of the ice. He goes down. Puck picked off that time by Normand, and he'll get it down the ice, and Urbani will race out and stop that, and the Bomber power play will take over back to the net with 1:28 to go. This is Luke Lepper, has a goal in the game. To Joey Lees, to Anderson. They've both scored. Anderson, terrific move, walks in. I flipped it just a little bit wide. Carter Anderson, so fun to watch. Out front, it goes to blue line. Lepper holds it in. Dropped it back to Piccinino. Piccinino's got it. This is Lepper. Right-hand side, Joey Lees lets her rip. That one got blocked. Lees gets it back. Loses the handle, intercepted, sent down the ice that time by Stewart. Stopped that time by the Bomber netminder, Urbani. He'll leave it back of the goal. That's where Lepper will take over. 50 seconds to go in the power play. He'll stretch the pass ahead to Olofsson. Olofsson across the line, dropped it back. Duval's got it. Blue line, nobody home. Racing back to get it at his blue line is Connor Ryan. Played it back to Duval. He'll skate back on his side of center. Flipped it back inside the zone. Bombers retreat back of their own net. Connor Ryan gets the pass. Plays it ahead to Olofsson. Onside to Joey Lees. He'll flip it in. 23 seconds to go in the power play. Play broken up. The Wolves have it at center. Picked up here by Dingman. Dingman, good-looking first-year Wolf, will bring it in. Carries it in by himself, short-handed. Township cut him off, left it back in the net. Just 12 seconds to go in the power play. Good penalty kill here by the Wolves. Here's the lead pass to Duval. Off the glass, he'll dump it in. Flin Flon now 1 for 3 in the game. That power play went nowhere. Tanchik out front, redirected by Olafson and kicked away that time by Urbani. Silzer back, tried to bounce pass it to center. Cut off by Tanchuk, he'll flip it in. Chance for Lee's down the way, picks it up, walks it. I think he lost his mouth guard here.
Yep.
And the save is made by Verardi. He'll make the save and hang on. 16:39 to go third period. Great penalty kill there by the Wolves, and I think that they've had the edge in the specialty teams in this game.
Yeah.
2 for 2, and they almost had that shorthanded goal. Norman put it through his legs. If it's on target, it's in.
Bombers look good in that second period, but yeah, the Ice Wolves a nice specialty team effort tonight.
Jakubchuk will hold it in, throws it back in the net. Muka tried to play it back out front. Puck will come out. Center ice. Picked up this time by the Flin Flon Bomber defenseman. That's Holmes. Couldn't do much with it. Wolves knock it away. Holmes gets a stick on it, chipped it back to center ice, and that's picked up that time by Blake. Blake gets drilled, goes down hard, puck comes back out front. Jakubchuk will knock it down. Tees it up. That got blocked, never made it through. Blake a chance from a sharp angle. Good save that time by Urbani. Throws it back out front. Jakubchuk off the goalpost. A lot of traffic in front. I don't think Urbani had any idea where it was. Bounces in front, he's got that.
No, he didn't see it. Somebody standing right in front of him rang right off the post, and he rubs the post and thanks it.
Jakubchuk, a bit of a slow start tonight, Mike, but as the game's gone on, he's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch Pierce Jakubchuk
Now
play
his brother was at camp too, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at, if he's still here or not, but
we're hoping to get another brother combo here on the team.
Yeah.
Wolves have the puck at center. They'll bring the puck back inside the Flin Flon zone. Bounces along the boards. Racing in there is Huffy. He'll be a big player for the Wolves this year as well. Down has the puck pinned up along the boards. Has a guy draped all over him. I think it's Roberge. Lepper tried to get it. It is Roberge. And that'll redirect over the glass and out of play with 15:23 to go. 31-21 the shots in favor of the Bombers here tonight. They've got the 5-3 lead. But a big night for the veteran players. We mentioned a 4-assist effort for Piccinino. We mentioned a goal and assist for Carter Anderson. A pair of goals from Keith Gruner, and Joey Lees has found the back of the net as well.
Sir.
And Luke Lepper a goal as well, second-year Bomber. So I think it's going to have a great year. Silzer looking for his second tonight. He'll fire that on target, and save is made here.
You mentioned football, Rob. I had a nice talk with Coach Karkachuk.
Yeah, they won in Shellbrook yesterday.
Did they? And he told me they're putting lights up in Creighton for some night football.
Wow.
Which would fun. You and I.
That's a fantastic program.
We got to do a game, and it was a ton of fun. And I told him, I said, we loved it. He wants us to do another one.
I think I'm going to do one this year. It's definitely on my agenda, I'll tell you that. And of course the Kodiak's now playing in the 2A division too. But that's a real rarity for a northern team to go down and win on the road. It doesn't happen at all. That might be the biggest win in franchise history for that team. Penalty coming up to the veteran D-man Silzer. So Flin Flon going to go. It's a penalty for tripping, and the Bombers will try their luck on their fourth power play tonight. They're 1 for 3. But again, I'm glad you brought that up. Congratulations to the Creighton Kodiak 6-man team. Went into Shellbrook, won 36-34. Yesterday was interesting. It was back and forth. The Shellbrook went down the field, got the touchdown, but then the 2-point convert, ball hit the upright.
Oh, dear. Yeah, the coach was really excited. I spent a little time with him, and they're lucky to have him. He's a good football coach.
He certainly is. Here's Luke Lepper on the power play for Flin Flon, looking for a lane to shoot at. Very smart guy. Lepper hangs on. Dropped it back to Piccinino, shoots it. That one got blocked that time by Norman. Puck will stay in. Carter Anderson, he's going to be the guy they want to get it to. Anderson has it, stick handles. That one blocked in front and chopped down the ice that time by Matthews. And the Bomber netminder will wait for it back of his own net. That's Urbani. And Lepper will take over with a minute 24 to go in the power play. And 14 and a half to go here in the third period. 5-3 Flin Flon. Here's Anderson, shot gets blocked, right back out front to Lepper. He'll give it over to Piccinino. Piccinino along the left-hand boards, flipped it back to Lepper inside the line. Anderson has it, doesn't shoot it. Now he lets it rip, and he scores!
What a shot.
You better believe it, a little bit of a twist on that one for Carter Anderson. Not the barreling slap shot that we've seen him score so many times before. Takes a little bit off that one, a nice little bit of a knuckleball, and another power play goal from Carter Anderson, who had 22 last year.
Carter kissed the blade of his stick after that.
That's kind of like you kissing your fork at dinner time.
That's right, or my putter on the golf course tomorrow, Rob.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to comment about putting. I'm horrible at it. But Carter Anderson gets another power play marker tonight. Flin Flon is 2 for 4. Now we got another penalty coming up to the Wolves again. That's going to come at the, that goal came just before the 6-minute mark, so at 5:58.
If I remember correctly, Rob, the Wolves would get into penalty trouble last year.
Well, that was a concern for sure.
Yeah, so, and they have here tonight, but again,
Kevin Kaminsky doesn't like this call, so Flin Flon right back on the power play for the fourth time tonight. They took the penalty off there. Was it coincidentals?
No, they put it back 4 minutes.
He got a double minor here. Wow. You have to listen up for the call here and see what it is. Connor Ryan at the blue line shoots that one. They're making the announcement. Hopefully we can make it out for you. Slew footing is the call. I made that out. Here's Connor Ryan at the blue line. Drop that one back. Gets the return pass. Back out front. One-timer. Joey Lees. He ripped it wide. So it's a slew footing double minor. Chance in front. Just fired wide that time by the Flin Flon bomber forward. Great opportunity there for number 41, Rhett Ewan, the former Ice Wolf property. Olafson in the corner. Along the boards for Tanchuk. Flin Flon on the power play like we mentioned. Tanchuk gets the return pass. This is Ryan through traffic, shoots it. Urbani got enough of it to knock it off target. Nice job by the Bombers moving the puck around. Everybody having an opportunity here. Joey Lees. Back to Ryan, back to Lees. Thought about shooting it, he can't. He'll hang on and just keep it in. Lees to the middle of the ice, lets it rip. Save made Urbani. And boy, the Bomber power play really starting to click. We mentioned, of course, all the big weapons that have moved on, but they moved the puck around pretty effectively so far in this game.
The power play looks really good, actually, but young Joe Verardi, he's made some nice saves too. He's been left to his own devices a lot, and couldn't see been screened, and
moves around well.
He does. Has got the coolest mask in the league.
He certainly does. Flin Flon remains on the power play. Parsons will dig it free. Anderson, a power play goal back out there for Flin Flon tonight. Back to Piccinino. He'll hang on to it. Throws it in the corner for Parsons. Back to blue line to Leopard. Anderson's got the stick cocked over on the left side. That's where they try to go to, but they can't. Piccinino has it instead. Shoots it. Ripped it over top of the net. Anderson knocked it down. Chipped it back to blue line to Leopard. Feeds that one back to Piccinino. Here's Lepper again, just inside the line. Piccinino, top of the circle, threads it in for Parsons. Here's Parsons out front. Anderson knocked it down, trying to get free to the blue line of Lepper. Backhand pass to Parsons. Piccinino back out front. Anderson off the goalpost. Had the goaltender beat. Rebound is then chipped down the ice here by Thomas, and the Wolves will get some much-needed new penalty killers on the ice. We're down to 2:04 remaining in the double minor, and Flin Flon that close to scoring again. Carter Anderson a goal post away from his hat trick. To center ice, the Bombers will get some of the young guys out there as Ryder Muka tries to get a stick on it, lifted away from him and sent back down the ice, and Urbani of Flin Flon came out and left it back of the net. This is Holmes. Swings the pass up the left side. Bombers have it at center. They'll lift that one in from Muka too far. Cut off by Reinhardt. Muka, though, rode him into the boards back of the net. Puck is then picked up here, fired down the ice by Huffy. Urbani has not really been tested. Has Urbani faced a shot in this game, Mike? They got 3 up on the board here.
He has from a distance out and right into the chest protector.
Nothing challenging.
No.
Muka will carry the puck in. Minute 10 to go in the double minor. There's a chance by Yakimchuk, ripped it on target. Loose puck, they jam it in. And I think somebody's going to get their first goal as a Bomber. Charlie Blake will bank that one in 5-hole. Great job by Yakimchuk, who just missed a goal the last time he was out there, but Blake gets up front and he'll go 5-hole. It's a power play goal, Mike Slip.
Another one, It's one of the few that Anthony Piccinino didn't get an assist on. He's got 4 assists.
Wasn't on the ice that time.
No.
But Jakubchuk will get an assist, and he's had himself, like we said, I thought, a bit of a slow start in the opening period, but then again, a lot of guys look slow in the first period. He's gotten a lot better as the night's gone on, and Flin Flon will score another power play marker. They're 3 for 5 in the game and have taken a 7-3 lead here tonight. On the attack again, they'll bring it in. That one just ripped wide. Duval back out there. He gets the steal, tried to come out front, knocked away. Held in here by Jakubchuk. Again, he throws it to the front of that. Urbani the same. Rebound picked up, and opportunity that time for Ewan, but couldn't get her to go. Wolves will get it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Jakubchuk back of his own net. Gets ahead of it, gets it ahead to Stitton. Duval plays it back. Ewan down the wing, across the Bomber line. Gets it in tight. We got an Ice Wolf down here. You figure they'd blow the play down. The guy's hurt. He does get back up. That's
he might have been clipped with a high stick.
Reinhardt, who's had I think a nice game for Ronge tonight. We got something going on here. It looks like the Wolves, McKay wanted to get into it here with one of the Bombers who was challenging him to drop the mitts, but play continues. Anderson overskates that one. McKay gets it back for the Wolves and takes a nice couple chops here at Piccinino, trying to get something going. Here's Anderson. Dropped it back to Parsons. Anderson gets it back from an off angle and ripped that one wide. Tanchuk will hold it in. Anderson after it again. Off the blocker, save made. Parsons bumping with his guy. Puck to the blue line, comes out. This will force Anderson back, or Tanchuk back on his side of center. To Connor Ryan, lifted it ahead to Carter Anderson. He's back on it again. 3 points for Carter Anderson tonight, including a power play goal. Nifty move there. Hangs on, shoots it in. On target off the chest pad and grabbed here by Verardi.
Carter Anderson is looking fantastic. It's Anthony Piccinino. This is going to be an exciting line, and this is the line they need.
Does Parsons stay on the... Oh, look out! Anderson's coming over. Carter Anderson going to get into it here. One of the Ice Wolves is swinging away. That's McKay. He was trying to go after guys earlier.
Anderson didn't drop his gloves.
McKay came over and went at him. I guess he figured, well, maybe Anderson will drop the mitts and get at her. McKay took the gloves off, you're right, and was hammering away, and Anderson got tied up with him. McKay trying to make something happen. His team down 7-3 here. He was, I think, was he trying to get Parsons? He went after somebody earlier on that shift. Who was it? Was it Parsons?
I believe it was, and
Parsons got a full face shield on. Well, mind you, he's a veteran too.
I think the young fellow got clipped with a high stick, so I don't know if it was a retaliation.
I know he was a little bit miffed out there for sure. I thought maybe just trying to get things going. Anyway, media timeout here. We got penalties being handed out. I don't know if Anderson will get something, if something happened in the face-off circle, but McKay got the gloves off and kind of grabbed him and took a couple shots at him.
Anderson having words with the...
well, and you got Parsons is getting into it here with...
I like the looks
Ice
of Parsons.
Wolves 22, which I don't have written on my sheet here. That's Sept Dragon. He's a guy that knows the Bomber as well. Like I said, he played good against Flin Flon last year, and
he's a big guy.
Very vocal over at the bench there. Him and Keith Gruner, I think, are... They'll see lots of each other this year because remember, Mike, they've gone back to playing Ronge 10 times in the regular season this year. So you get the 2 preseason games plus 10 in the regular season.
Wow.
That's 12 meetings this year.
And again, we don't see our old friend Austin Matz in the...
I'll see him in December.
Yeah, but here in Flin Flon till the end of the season.
March,
again.
yeah.
With the Battleford Stars. But
I'll be there in December.
It's good. Yeah, I like the fact that they're going to play the Ice Wolves a lot. It's a great, good rivalry.
And like I said, I think Ronge is going to be a lot better team this year. Again, we've said it a lot, but it's a big factor not having Buchart and Cassette in uniform here tonight for sure.
Absolutely.
And you know that both these teams are going to take her with their rosters preseason. I mean, there's guys, let's face it, that may not be here in the regular season.
Yes, that's right. Carter Anderson doesn't know where he's supposed to be.
Was he just sitting in the penalty box?
Well, the linesman was sort of escorting him over there, and then he turned around and went the other. Here he comes.
2 minutes is up on the board here for the Wolves. They're going to be penalized yet again tonight. It's going to be the 6th power play of the game for Flin Flon.
Here comes Carter into the box.
Unless this is offsetting, I'm sure McKay will get an instigator, I'm thinking.
Coach Reagan not happy.
I guess he feels that maybe Carter Anderson shouldn't be penalized. I didn't see it. I just saw McKay grab him, and I didn't see what led to it in the beginning.
Yeah, McKay was throwing all the punches. Carter Anderson didn't take his gloves off.
Shots are 37-22 Flin Flon. We've had a major delay here after McKay grabbed Anderson. Now he's being escorted off the ice here. McKay, a guy looks like he can handle himself. From Terrace, they got a lot of guys from BC on this team.
Terrace, BC, home of the Smoke Eaters.
Yeah. But William McKay making, I'm sure we'll see plenty more of him in the regular season. Kevin Kaminsky's called the referee over. I don't think he likes the fact that McKay's been ejected from the game. But a good spark plug. We look forward, of course, seeing him lots in the regular season. And like I said, major delay here to get this one going. A 7-3 Flin Flon lead. And we see one of the youngsters, Charlie Blake, has scored. It's been all veterans on the offense for Flin Flon tonight until the last power play goal by Blake.
The Bombers have a power play here, Rob.
Yeah, that'll be him jumping Anderson off the face.
Yeah, instigator. Oh, they need somebody to sit in the box for him. But I wonder what Anderson got.
Smith will go in and take the penalty. We'll see for the announcements here and see what we can get. Face-off back in the Wolves zone to the right of the netminder, who's been very, very busy here tonight, Joe Verardi. And Flin Flon remains with the power play. Once again, Mike Reagan can give some of his young guys a chance to for some power play time here, including Holmes, who's got the puck right now. Moves it out front, gets the return pass, top of the left circle, grabbed here by Muka. Muka plays it back to Holmes at the line. Holmes had it whacked away, and puck will come back to center ice. Picked up this time by the Bombers, Collier.
Anderson got 2 minutes for roughing.
Wolves can't clear it. Puck will stay to hit the side of the net, and Flin Flon is after it. Back of the net. That was Charlie Blake, who does have a power play goal tonight, trying to get back out in front again. Muka will pick it up. Holmes at the blue line, back to Muka. Hangs on, shoots it. That got blocked in front. Of course, Muka, one of the local products, vying for a spot. Played with Tisdale last couple of years, actually, and had a really good playoff run with the Trojans last year. Roberts will knock this one down, played it back to the blue line. Here's Muka again, just outside the left-hand circle. 55 seconds to go to the power play. Hangs on, shoots it. Hit Blake out front. Chance in front for Roberts, and he can't get the puck to settle down. They're going to say hit it with a high stick, and they'll blow that one down here with 8:05 remaining in the third period.
Great to see two local guys back. It was great last year with the Lees boys, and Muka and Wyatt Stinton. I think we're going to see them for the season, and so it's always good to have local Flin Flon, Creighton, Northern Manitoba, Northern Saskatchewan lads play on the team. Of course, Carter Anderson from Thompson.
They got 3 shots in this period, Ronge. They're not doing the electronic scoreboard for Flin Flon down the other end. I wonder if they had a technical glitch down there. But I guess we could kind of do it ourselves. Flin Flon, 11 shots. They had 27 after 2, so 38 right now. That would indicate 11 for Flin Flon. So 11-3, the shots for Flin Flon here in the third period. Puck lifted back in the Flin Flon zone. 35 seconds to go in the power play. McKay's gone. Lead pass to center, picked up by Joey Lees. He'll flip it in. Olofsson after it. Knocked it down and tried to play that back to Duval, and he couldn't knock it down. The puck is sent off the glass back down inside Flin Flon territory. And again, be interesting to talk to Urbani after the game and ask if he's ever had an easier game playing. Has not been called upon to make one save from in tight that I've seen in this game. Joey Lees slides that back out front to Olofsson. You know, I've been wrong lots, Mike, but I don't think I'm wrong on that. He hasn't really made a save from point-blank range, has he?
No, he has made a couple of, as they say, ones right, you know, in the chest protector, but nothing too serious.
Wolves will try to get things going. They got the puck at center. They've killed the penalty. So Flin Flon is 3 for 6. They do get the puck in deep. Now it's lifted out. Grabbed at center ice, and Matthews is shot. Picked up this time. Here's Sage Roberts back at her. Back up front. Here's an opportunity. And that got blocked in front. Nice job that time by Connor Ryan. That was a nice setup. Piccinino with Parsons, a 2-on-1. Piccinino down the wing. Hangs on, shoots it good. Left pad save that time by Verardi. Nice stop. Flin Flon holds it in the blue line. This is Holmes. Yakimchuk shoots it, kicked away. Big rebound goes to the corner. Wolves jump on it. They'll get it back to center ice. Yakimchuk gets the stick up high. Probably should have been a penalty on him there. Don't think the official saw it. The puck is chipped ahead to Piccinino. He'll grab it at center. Piccinino back across the line. He gets hit hard. Wolves turn up the ice. Sulzer. We got a Donnybrook behind the play. I'm not sure who that is. That's Parsons. So they went after him earlier. He must have been the guy that clipped the guy with the high stick, Mike.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's Dragon.
Sept Dragon has been. He's cut. His hand is cut. Sept Dragon has been chatting with the Bombers and sort of stirring things up.
Well, and McKay wanted Parsons, like I said in the beginning. And then he got into it with Anderson off the faceoff, and then Dragon goes after him. So you mentioned somebody got clipped with a high stick. It must have been, he must have hit somebody with the stick.
Yeah, maybe it was him. I'm not sure, but they've sort of gone after him a bit here.
6:09 to go, third period. A few stoppages here. Laurent's trying to, send a bit of a message here before, the start of the regular season. They'll meet the second weekend in. Flin Flon opens up here.
What a turn of events.
Against Nipawin. Go to Melfort the next night for their home opener. Then a home and home at Laurent the following weekend.
Right. Sorry, Rob. What a turn of events, though, we've had here
Yeah,
tonight.
There was a tough first period for Flin Flon.
Terrible
I thought
first
they were
period.
thoroughly outplayed, but like I said, as the game wore on, they kind of got their legs and they made the most of power play. Mind you, Laurent has made the most. They've only had 2 power plays. They're 2 for 2. Flin Flon 3 for 6 here tonight.
40 shots on net.
40 to 22 is the shots with 6:09 to go. Sulzer, who got the first goal of the power play tonight, talks things over with the man downstairs. And now Cole Tanchik. So is Cole Tanchik, let's talk, who gets to see here? Who is going to be the Bomber captain? You're supposed to be analyzing things. You're supposed to have the inside scoop. The Harry Neal of the SJHL. Who's going to be the Flin Flon Bomber captain?
Well, I've heard around town that Cole Tanchuk could be.
Dragon's out too, but anyway, go ahead.
Kai Olsen is probably in the
both 4-year guys.
4-year guys. Maybe Carter Anderson.
Anderson would be the most vocal of the 3.
Yeah, and maybe might hold him back from being the captain. We love him, but my guess is it's going to be Cole Tanchuk. He's a calm player. He's a smart defenseman. I mean, he's one of the most underrated players in the SJHL. He
does his job very effectively.
He does his job. He's not a goal scorer. He's a defensive defenseman. Now what do we go in
Another
here?
Penalty against the Wolves, so somebody's got to go in to serve it.
Yeah, 5-on-4 again. Same thing that happened last time.
7th power play of the game for Flin Flon. They're 3 for 6. Here's Yakimchuk at center ice. Yakimchuk, just gets away. Thomas had him lined up, just missed him. Bombers will work it back to blue line. That's a shot right on that time by Holmes. Steered away that time by Verardi. Rebound cleared down the ice. And once again, the Bomber netminder, Urbani, will wait for it. And that's where the Bomber power play will begin. Auberge lifts it up the ice. Picked up here in mid-flight. Here comes Muka carrying the puck in. Lifts it back to blue line. Holmes holds it in. Back out front to Yakimchuk, and he'll fire that on target. And save made here by Joe Verardi. 41 shots now for Flin Flon tonight. 7-3 the score. 5:28 to go in the third period.
Collier's had a nice little game too. He's planted himself right in front of the net there and in the dirty area. And
face off back in the Wolves zone to the right of the netminder, Verardi. Flin Flon remains on the power play. Connor Ryan at the blue line. Up the boards here for Olofsson, trying to get away from traffic as he's getting smacked pretty good here by Stewart. Duval goes in there. He bangs with him in the corner. Puck is still being moved along the boards. Finally squirts free.
Oh.
Now look out, Ryan goes down, and puck will make its way down the ice, and the Bomber netminder will play it up the ice, looking for Duval down the wing. That's cut off and fired back at Flin Flon territory by Mentz. Connor Ryan is there. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Backhand pass. Duval has it back inside Laurent's territory. Duval up the boards. Olofsson couldn't knock it down. Slapped back down the ice and stopped once again by Urbani. If you're Mike Reagan, you really can't even really rate Urbani's performance here tonight, can you?
No. I was thinking the same thing.
Olofsson will send that back over to Tanchuk. That's broken up. Back down the ice it goes. 17 seconds to go in the power play. And just over 4 minutes remaining in the game. Shots, by the way, in this period. The Wolves have just 3. And Flin Flon has got 14. Anderson will trip up his guy, so there's a penalty coming up to Flin Flon. He takes down Ryan Silzer. And the Wolves will go to the power play for just the 3rd time tonight, and they're 2 for 2.
Yeah. You know, we were talking about players that the Bombers are going to miss. How can we forget goalie of the year, Harmon Laser-Hume. Had a great season last year. Again, underrated, but he was a goalie of the year, had the best stats in the league by quite a bit. And he had a nice, coming from the Nipawin Hawks, had a nice Bomber career. And he is a teammate of Justin Lee's at Mount Royal University in Calgary this year.
3 seconds remaining in the penalty to Laurent, so they're not technically on the power play till now, as they'll get Sluggert back on the ice. He was serving the penalty there for Sept Dragon, so Laurent now is on the power play. Flin Flon 3 for 7 tonight. Ryan Silzer, a power play goal, knocked it down. Got that one back in over to McIsaac. Knocked it down low on the boards. One of the Bombers goes back to pick up his stick. Flipped it back out front. McIsaac gets the return pass. Shoved it in back of the net. Puck is laying there. Maybe we'll finally see Urbani get tested here with a couple of shots. Piccinino. He's knocked down. Roberge. He's got the puck in the corner. Can't do much with it. Battling with McIsaac. Puck grabbed in the corner this time by Digman as well. I like Digman tonight. A good-looking player for them. Back to the blue line. Knocked down by Matthews, looking for a lane to shoot it. Matthews will carry it in along the left-hand side. Matthews back of the net, fights off his guy, throws it to the blue line, it comes out. Grabbed at center ice that time by Digman. Was Silzer. Had Piccinino on him, but Silzer will shake him off. Silzer to center. Silzer across the line. Dropped that one back along the left-hand boards, picked up here by Huffy, holds it in. 42 seconds remaining in the Laurent's power play, but have been pretty much held to the outside. Not been able to do much in the offensive zone. Another penalty coming up here. I think it's going to go to Flin Flon for a high stick. And the Wolves are going to get a 2-man advantage here late in the game. High sticking penalty being called here. Trying to get the number here. Did you see it?
No, I did not.
I wish they had numbers on the sleeves like Ronge does.
Yeah, I wish they had names on the back of the jerseys, but a little.
Well, can't do that.
A little early for that.
Yep. Anyway, a 5-on-3 for Laurent for 34 seconds. We're going to get some more momentum here late in the game, like we mentioned. 2:46 to go. And Flin Flon in front once again here tonight by a score of 7-3. Tanchuk bumped off the play. A lot of room here for Laurent. A 5-on-3 situation. This is Huffy hanging on to it. Goes into the left side. Bouncing puck out front. It goes off the mitt that time of Lees, and Silzer will keep it in. Throws that one over to the left side. Grabbed here by Cannon. He's got a goal tonight. So does Silzer, actually. In the corner. Huffy hangs on to it. Back out front. Knocked down here by Cannon. Cannon's got it. He'll circle inside the zone. Dropped it back to Silzer. Throws it out front and just redirected just a little bit wide that time by Matthews. Wolves keep it in. Huffy again. Off the stick over top of the Flin Flon Bomber. Or Cannon, sorry, again. Off the stick and over top of the net. Puck set down the ice. The first penalty is over. Laurent 2 for 3. 1:08 remaining. In their 4th chance tonight, they are 2 for 3 in this game. And they've got the puck right now. They'll swing the pass up the right side to Reinhardt. Reinhardt across the line, broken up. Colin Olsen, very good penalty killer. Tried to knock that one down. Got a piece of it. Wolves flip it back to center ice. Picked up here by Huffy. Huffy back inside the Flin Flon zone. Dropped it back to blue line. Just held in that time by Reinhardt. Now it's knocked away shorthanded. Chance for the Bombers. Pass out front to Olsen. A backhander. He just let it rip wide. Great feed that time by Ewan. Ewan tied up back of the goal here with Mainz. 30 seconds remaining in the Laurent's power play. 1:14 in the 3rd period. Wolves to center. They'll bring it in offside and blown down. 1:09 to go. And Flin Flon going to go to 2-0 in the preseason as they've got a big lead here with just over a minute remaining.
Nash Holmes took that penalty, Rob, with a high stick.
.109 to go. Face off outside. The Bomber blue line. Picked up here by Lepper. Bouncing puck. Wolves keep it in now. It's grabbed here by Ryder Muka. He'll get a hold of it. He'll dump it in. Racing after it is Stitton. Stitton, oh, he had Muka open out front, but a good play by Silzer to knock it away. Puck laying back of the goal, grabbed here by Toussaint. Gets it outside the line, picked up here by Lepper. He'll flip it right back in, forcing Stewart back in his own zone. Over to Silzer. Wolves try to get something going late, broken up at center ice. Muka knocked down. Wolves play it to center. Big body check there. Stitton steps into his guy, Sluggert. 29 seconds remaining. Lepper forced in deep in his own zone. Luke Lepper up the boards. Puck is picked up, and that'll hit the score clock, and they'll blow that down with 20 seconds to go. You going to do 3 stars tonight, or are you just going to take the preseason off?
I've been thinking about it.
Well, it's decision time here, Mike.
I've got the first 2. I can't think of the third.
Well, 3 stars coming up. Hang around for that. 20 seconds remaining, 41-22 the shots, Flin Flon. Face off in the Flin Flon zone, to the left of the netminder, Massimo Urbani. Flin Flon wins the draw, they'll get the puck back down inside the Wolves zone. Sage Roberts is there, up the boards it goes to Matthews. Racing after it is Duval for Flin Flon, throws it in deep for Joey Lees, a goal for him tonight. Lees thought about pinning it up in the corner, it's dug free. And that's going to do it for the game here tonight, a preseason effort. And the Flin Flon Bombers will take the 7-3 victory, especially after a slow start tonight, Mike Slip.
Yes, sir. They didn't look great in that first period, but turned it around immensely, and good goaltending. As you say, Massimo Urbani wasn't tested really, but he will get tested, and I thought Kenny Marquardt played very well too, and I thought really both Ronge goalies had a decent game, although there was 7 goals, but really they were left on their own devices, and the Ronge Ice Wolves got into a lot of penalty issues. I'm sure a lot of the boys have never seen this. The new guys see moose leg on the ice.
All right, so the Flin Flon Bombers will take a convincing 7-3 victory here on home ice, go to 2-0 in the preseason. The Wolves will fall to 1-2. Let's quickly recap the third period scoring summary. Mike Slip will give us the 3 stars, and we'll wrap things up and get ready for the Blizzard. And the Battle of Northern Manitoba should be a good one coming up with the home and home next week. Again in the third period, Carter Anderson on the power play, second of the game. Lepper and Piccinino, the assist at 5:58. And Charlie Blake, the Bomber rookie, able to tap home a goal 5-hole here on the Ice Wolf netminder Verardi. He scores assist to Collier and Yakimchuk at the 8:57 mark. And Flin Flon able to hold Ronge to 3 shots in that period, held him to 5 shots in the last 40 minutes here tonight.
Wow.
So the Ice Wolves wind up with 22 total. They had 17, like we said, in the first period. Bombers 14 in the third. They wind up at 41. So again, the final shot count, 41-22 Flin Flon. And if you're Mike Reagan, you got to be happy holding the opposition to 5 shots in 2 periods of hockey tonight.
We talked about, worried about goal scoring. So far, so good with 7 goals. They did lose a lot of the guys, and the Bombers responded nicely tonight for Coach Reagan, like you say.
Quickly, Mike, the 3 stars before we wind her down here today.
All right, here we go. I'm going to, you mentioned him a few times for the Ronge Ice Wolves. Hunter Digman, I thought, had a nice game. It was tough sledding there. So I'm going to give Hunter Digman the 3rd star. This was a toss-up, though. Anthony Piccinino with 4 assists. Another great game, another great find by Mike Reagan. He had a wonderful season last year, and it looks like he's off to a great start as a 2nd star. And Carter Anderson mixing it up, scoring goals, getting assists, getting penalties. Carter Anderson's our 1st star tonight.
He looked fantastic, was a goal post away, of course, from getting the hat trick. And, of course, you can make cases as well. A great game for Luke Lepper tonight.
Yes.
Joey Lees had some moments. Kenny Marquardt, how about the first period he had tonight? The Ice Wolves came out. They had 17 of their 22 shots in the opening period. Kenny Marquardt, a good opening period here tonight. And lots of contributions here tonight, and it'll be interesting as they get set, like we said, for the Battle of Northern Manitoba with a good Blizzard club coming up Wednesday and Friday next week.
That'll be great. I think last year was one of the first years that I remember them having a decent team.
But in the preseason last year, nobody kind of knew what to expect.
No,
They really
exactly.
took off during the year.
They sure did. So it's going to be interesting, those two games, and always a little intense, I find, those two games. Of course, geography has a little to do with that. So
should be a lot of fun. The Royce Johnson Arena. That'll be Wednesday at 7, back at the Whitney Forum 7:30. And both those games, by the way, will be on Hockey or Flow TV, and of course on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com. So again, for Mike Slip, how about a big shout out to Matt Morrison here today.
Yeah.
Rushed into town to get this game on the air for Flow TV. Certainly, you talk about great volunteers. He's one of them. Matt Morrison, a big thanks to the great effort from him to get here tonight and get this preseason game on the air. So couldn't have got it on without him.
No, and I believe he's headed back to work.
I'm sure he is.
Tonight. Wonderful job by Matt Morrison. We were a little worried how we were going to get this on the air tonight, but again, he pulled it off. Great
job, Matt. Great volunteer. Thank you very much. And that's it for the Whitney Forum. Again, the final score: the Bombers 7, the Ice Wolves 3. Quickly, Banjo Bowl prediction tomorrow.
Oh, dear. You know what? I don't like either team, Rob, as you know. I don't know. It's the Rough Riders, I think. I'm sorry.
Well, I thought they were due to win last week. I picked them to win the Labor Day game. Maybe they will actually win the Banjo Bowl. Should be a lot of fun, though. Bombers, Rough Riders, great, best rivalry in the CFL. Not to take anything away from Edmonton and Calgary, but those are bad teams.
They're bad teams, but it's a great rivalry. And Calgary is a terrible team, and they're my team. As always, I picked the wrong team, but I was sure hoping that Labor Day game there was good. Let me tell you, Calgary, Edmonton, no matter what they play, are great rivalries. Hockey, tiddlywinks, it doesn't matter. It's great rivalries.
I hear you. Thanks for helping out tonight, Mike. We look
Always.
forward, of course, another big season coming up here just around the corner.
Looking forward to it, Rob.
Good night, everybody.